We'll be creating a simple interactive game where the user can play rock, paper, scissors against the computer. It's a fun way to explore some fundamental concepts in Python. Throughout this project, we'll cover capturing user input using Python's input function, implementing game logic with conditional statements if-elif-else, using functions to organize code and perform specific tasks, utilizing the random module to generate the computer's choice, tracking and displaying scores during gameplay. Let us start with a method play_game, which will be our main method, in which we will write simple print statement welcome to rock, paper, scissors. We will call this method. When we run the code, see the statement prints. Now, let us write another method to get the user input, which is get_user_choice. It is better to organize code and perform specific tasks. Let us take an input from the user and assign it to user_choice. Let's ask user to enter rock, paper, scissors, or quit. And there is a possibility that user enter in caps. So, let us convert the input into lowercase with function lower. Now, we write an if statement to check if the user has really entered only these 4 values. For that, we check if the user_choice is in one of these options, which is an array. If it is one of these, then we return the user choice. Else we print that the choice is invalid and ask user to enter rock, paper, scissors, quit. Now, let us call the getUserChoice method in the play game and print the user choice. It is better to test at every step to avoid the mistakes. See, it prints the choice what user is entered. Let us re-execute and enter a random text. See that it prints the message. And also none. So, we should avoid this situation. For that, if the choice is invalid, we should ask the user again for the input. So, let us write a while loop here. While true, keep the below statements inside the loop. So, if the user choice is right, we have return statement which breaks the loop and return the choice. Else it prints messages and asks for the input again. Let us test it. Enter the proper input rock. It returns output. If we enter the random text, it prints message and asks for the input. Enter the random text again. It repeats until we give a proper input. With this, we have finished our first method to fetch the input and also validate it. Now, let us remove this print and assign the returned value to variable. You can observe that I have used the same variable name in the above method. But the scope the variable is local that method, and this one has scope for this method. So ideally, even the variable name is same but the variable scope is limited. Now, let the computer choose one of the option from a rock, paper, or a scissors. For that, we will create a variable computer_choice. We should make the computer to choose randomly a value. For that, we should import a package called random. So, let us write import random at the start. To randomly choose one of the value, we will write random.choice and pass the array of values. Now, let us print the computer choice as an output. So, we can understand if the computer really chooses randomly. And you can see I have used a formatted string in the print statement. We have written the variable in the curly braces. Let us test it now. User has entered rock and computer choice was paper. But the program doesn't have capability to say who was the winner. We have both the values from the user and the computer. Now, it is time to determine the winner. For that we will define a new function called determine_winner, which takes the user_choice and computer_choice as an input parameters. We will write an if statement to check if the user choice and computer choice are same. If yes, then we return it's a tie. Elif. Here comes the actual winning logic. If the user_choice equals to rock and computer_choice equals to scissors, then we can return that user wins, that is, you win. But this is not the only condition that user can win. We have two more conditions. For that I can copy the same logic and change the values to paper and rock. We will use or between these conditions, as either the first condition or second one can be true. And also note that we are using an / character, which is used for line continuation within parentheses to improve code readability. And similarly we can write the third condition, as these are only conditions where user can win. So, we can write else statement and return a computer wins. With this, our determine_winner function logic is finished, and it is the time to call this function from the play_game method. So, here we pass the two input parameters user_choice and computer_choice, and capture the return value in a result variable. Let us print this result. It is time to test now. Enter the input rock. See, the computer chooses paper, and the computer wins. It means our logic works properly. Let us test again. This time we will enter paper, and computer choice is paper as well. So it's a tie. Perfect. But you can see the program ends after the first round. But the game should continue until the user wants to quit. So, for that let us add while true to continue the game until user wants to stop it. And move the underlying code into the loop. Now, it is time to add if condition to check if the user choice is quit. If it is, then we write break statement to exit the loop. And let us add a print statement which says thanks for playing. It is again time to test. So the program asks for an input, let us enter rock. You can see that computer choice is also a rock. So it's a tie. And the program doesn't quit but asks for input again. Let us enter paper now. You can see that user win. Let us try paper again, this time computer wins. And now we enter quit and you see that the program ends execution with a message. Now let us introduce the scoring part. For we go to the method play_game and declare two variable user score and computer score. Initialize them to 0. So as the game starts, the scores will be 0. Now, based on the result from determine_winner method, we will add 1 point to the scores. For that, we will write an if condition and see if the result is you win. Then we will add 1 to user score and assign it to user score. Else if the result is a computer wins, then we will add 1 to computer score. If you are thinking that we could write else condition instead elif, that will be wrong because the result can be it is a tie. Note that we have plus equal to, which means computer score equal to computer score plus 1. It is the other way to write the above operation. Let us print the score after each round, so we will write the print statement here. That is score, user score in curly braces, computer score in braces. and a dashed line. Let us start with the execution where I will try to beat the computer. You can see the user won the first round and score is U1 and computer 0. Let us play more round with our choice. You can see that on the 5th round, computer beat the user and has 1 point. Let us quit the game. You see the message, "Thanks for playing," but it will good if we print the final score as well. For that we can copy this print statement and paste in the if condition of quit before the print statement, "Thanks for playing." And we can add final score. And test it again. You can see that, when the user quit the game, it prints the final score. If you have any questions, you can comment on the video. Thanks for watching.